Shawn Stevenson is one of our Future 40 winners for 2017. Congratulations, Shawn.
Thank you so much. I'm touched. I really am.
Shawn, you have found success in life in so many areas. You're a project manager, a mentor, a cancer survivor. Tell me in your words what's brought you here to be one of our Future 40 winners this year.
You know, I haven't had a lot of time to think about that, but I think the answer is that it's Saskatchewan. This has been the community that chose me. Like I mentioned to you earlier, I was supposed to be here in for 3 months. I was diagnosed with cancer a few weeks after arriving here, and this is a place where I found kindness and community and the kind of professionalism and the kind of friends and coworkers that you wouldn't find elsewhere in this country. It's a community that you want to serve, and that's been the most helpful thing. Of all of my accomplishments or whatever have been due in part, I think, into this province for sure.
You've traveled the world and been to some faraway places. How do those Saskatchewan experiences and the work ethic that comes from this province and those kinds of things help you in the work that you do elsewhere in the world? What are some of the messages you share with other people who aren't from Saskatchewan?
That you can deal with all of the challenges of living in a wide open area that in some places is sparsely populated. Those challenges can be met. And I think we take it for granted here that a lot of the genius and innovation around serving those populations is something that we can almost package and sell into the rest of the world, right? It's something that we don't think about here. We think about it as 1.1 or 1.2 million people over this massive space, and we deliver some great services around, rather if that's in government or in business or in the nonprofit sectors. It's remarkable, and that's a story that I think we here in Saskatchewan, I think that we have to do a better job of telling that.
How do you help to do that?
Well, I think it goes down every time I've done that. You never know how those experiences, if it's been in business analysis or project management or whatever it's been, out in those small towns, out in those areas, and listening and understanding that attitude of can-do and the rigor and the processes, I find that they're often able to be imposed everywhere. I know in sub-Saharan Africa, they were shocked, absolutely shocked at some of the supply chain issues that we were able to set up and remedy here, that we were able to provide all of those services. And I think it's kind of been a North Star, especially in Kenya and in South Sudan. It's been something that they've taken a lot from us. And I'm honored to be a part of that for sure.
It's some impressive work, and when you talk about some of the kindness and those kinds of things, I was reading your bio and there was a mention about thought leadership, and what is that? What does that mean?
Well, I don't know what that's. It's super obnoxious to answer that about yourself, but
it's okay. I know modesty comes with being. A lot of people that win Future 40 are modest, and here we are asking you to sort of open up and share about that. And I know it's hard to talk about yourself, but it is an important thing, and it's what you're talking about is just sharing some values that create success that aren't necessarily just money and economics, but the trade of some values as humans that can create a better experience for all of us in this planet.
Absolutely. It's about listening. It's about making sure that we're members of the community. It doesn't matter where you work. If you're in government, nonprofit, or in the private sector, it is very important that I think one of the misnomers or things that are misunderstood about that whole idea of thought leadership is that it's something that's solitary, or that people get there alone, and they don't. And I think it's also important, and for a lot of people who have had any success in life, is to leave the door open as well, and for the next guy or girl who's coming in the future, for sure.
Well, congratulations. It's so nice that we can call you our own here in Saskatchewan, Shawn.
That's touching. Thank you so much.
We'll see you on Thursday at the Future 40 Gala.
I look forward to it. Thanks a lot.